8 tips to help you close more deals with your sales presentations by making them more effective coming up. Tip number 1 is before your sales presentation, literally tell yourself to increase your energy, increase your cheeriness, be upbeat, be passionate, be excited. You have to tell yourself this going in because tone is more important than your content. And remember, people aren't buying your product, they're buying you. So I did that right before this video, and had I not done that, I'd probably be talking like this. But I had to pump myself up, right? And this is what we need to do for presentations. Tip number 2 is to remember that your audience doesn't care about all your product's features and all the bells and whistles. They only care about how those things benefit them. So remember, sell the benefits, not the features. Tip number 3 in your presentation is to make sure to keep the focus on you and not your presentation or the demo. Doesn't mean you can't show a deck or go through a demo, but make sure that you are the area of focus and the deck or the demo is secondary to you. If it's an online presentation, make sure you have a webcam and you're intelligently switching between your face and the presentation. What you don't want to do is make the presentation or the demo the star, right? Nobody's ever received an email with a PowerPoint presentation and been like, oh my God, this is an amazing presentation. I'm opening my account, right? They like the salesperson, so make sure that you're the #1 star. Tip number 4 is to not necessarily talk about every product and feature that your demo of your product has. Reason being is your audience may not care about all those things. So even though it might be the coolest thing ever, skip it. Only talk about the things that they care about. Perfect example of this is my wife and I go on date night. I like to mountain bike and wakeboard, but I could just tell you this, if we spent the whole date night talking about those 2 things, she probably wouldn't have a lot of fun. So make sure you think about your audience and talk about the things that you know they're gonna find value in and be excited to talk about. Tip number 5 is don't be afraid to go off script or ditch your presentation altogether if you don't think the audience seems engaged. What you want to do is go down the path that they want to go down, not the path that you want to go down. So if the presentation isn't getting it done, just dive down deep, just like any kind of sales conversation, and talk heart to heart and get to where they want to go. Tip number 6 is to keep it short and sweet. If you have a deck presentation or something like that, make sure that the slides are super clean, not a lot of content. It's something that you can move through very quickly. You don't want to get stuck on one slide forever. You don't want to have a lot of content on there that you have to go through. If you notice that the audience is starting to get disconnected and people are starting to yawn and do stuff like that, you're going way too slow. You're dragging it out way too long. Make sure that you're just moving quickly through different topics and different content so that it's engaging all the way through. Tip number 7 piggybacks off tip number 6, and it's not to move too fast either. Don't try to just get your whole presentation and every piece of content crammed into as fast as you possibly can. That's not the goal. The goal would be to cut stuff out to go faster, not talk faster. Just like any great movie or book, it's significantly cut down from its original form to have the juiciest content of all so that it's most engaging. This is how you need to think about your presentation. An 8 tip, last tip, practice the ending, practice your conclusion. What's next, right? Ask for the business. What's the next step? Try to close the deal, right? Practice that at the ending. How does that whole presentation lead to the conclusion that you're looking for, and what does that sound like? Give that a shot. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Hopefully this video gives you some powerful tips on how you can have more effective sales presentations, which leads to more closed deals. If you like it, share it with your friends. If there's some power tip comments that you have that I missed here, please leave them in the comments. Thanks for watching and happy marketing.